Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Chris Ether. Welcome back to another video, and today we will be talking about the UFC White House card and my predictions, or how I would personally build the White House card. It is currently Friday, right before 3/26. Dana White has confirmed that the card will consist of 6 fights, 6 or 7. He was on the live stream and he said he might add one more. So that would bring the total up to 7. There's 3 ways this card could go. Either the best fights, they book the most competitive, biggest fights featuring American stars. They book squash matches for all of the Americans so they can have their jerk-off session with how good America is. Or third, they book a lot of fights that shouldn't be booked, but are purely for America. Now, I'm going to go for a mix of them both. I have 7 fights total. I have 3 championship fights, because that is the expectation for this card. So, let's get right into it with the opening of the main card. I don't think there's a prelim, so the opening of the card. Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. Both of them are American, so either way, an American wins. It's a fun stylistic matchup for both of them. They're both strikers. Corey Sandhagen probably won't wrestle in this fight. You know Sean O'Malley won't. It's a great fight. It's a deserving fight. Like, both of these, or it's an understandable fight to make. Neither of these will be out of place in this fight. They're both relatively the same level. Very competitive fight. Great opening. Sean O'Malley, if he wins, he'll get a title shot. If Corey Sandhagen wins, he'll probably not get a title shot. But it's a great fight. Great striking classic. Both of them are peak of striking in this weight class. Corey Sandhagen has fallen down a little bit, so he may actually wrestle. But it's a winnable fight for both of them. Sean O'Malley, obviously coming off the win against Song Yadong. Originally, I had Sean O'Malley booked for the title shot against Peter Yan, but I just feel like they want him on the White House card, and they don't want to risk having a Russian on the White House card and the Russian winning. So that's why I'm going with Corey Sandhagen, because either way, you have an American winning. Preferably, they probably want Sean O'Malley to win because he's a bigger star, and it's a winnable fight for both of them. So I do think Sean O'Malley will be on the White House card, and I think the most expected person to go against is a dream fight for many people in Corey Sandhagen. Similar styles. It'll be a great fight. So, moving on to my second fight of the evening. Yes, Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, will be on this card against a debuting American Olympian in Gable Steveson. I think Gable Steveson is an incredible heavyweight. I think he will destroy a lot of heavyweights. I think Derek Lewis is also, again, 2 Americans. So either way this fight goes, if Derek Lewis gets a violent knockout in the first round, that moment's viral. America celebrates an American winning by knockout. If Gable Steveson goes out there, takes down Derek Lewis, ground and pound submission, finishes him, an American star is born in the heavyweight division. An American wins on the White House. It's a great fight. Plus, I think Gable Steveson, he's not going to be on the regional scene for very long. They clearly want him in the UFC. He's trained by John Jones. Derek Lewis is always a fun fight. He'll stand and bang with anyone. Gable Steveson has shown that he has knockout power, and he's a great wrestler. This will just be a fun fight. Guarantee finish. Guarantee American celebration. And if Gable Steveson wins, he'll probably fucking glaze Donald Trump, and so will Derek Lewis. So either way, again, you can see where I'm kind of going. They want Americans on top on this card, but they want good quality fights, and I believe this will be a fun, striking fight. So, moving on to, my first title fight of the night. Yes, I know you may be asking. There's 4 more fights. Is there 4 more fights? This isn't a title fight. My next fight's just a normal fight. But, as you can guess, two Americans. Colby Covington, the most American Trump supporter in the UFC. He clearly needs to be on this card, and I think it's finally something that will make him actually get into the ring, is this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to fight on the White House lawn. And against another American icon in a former gold medal Olympian, I think. Was he a gold medal? I don't know. A highly revered American wrestler. Epitome of American. Bo Nickel versus Colby Covington. Welterweight division. Is it the welterweight division? Yeah, it is. Welterweight division. This will be a fun wrestling fight, and I think their wrestling would counteract each other, and it would just be in a striking fight. And I don't know who I'd favor in this fight, because I think Colby Covington has a lot of experience. He's very crafty. He's a decent striker, and he has really good wrestling. Bo Nickel is pretty well-rounded. He doesn't have grit. He does give up on himself, but I think either way, the call-out, the post-fight interview, the entrances, everything about this fight would be so American-centric, so glazed for the White House. Donald Trump would love it. He'd be stroking it in the front row. I think this is a guaranteed fight. I don't know. Again, this is just my thoughts. But both of them have to be on the card. I think Colby is definitely going to be on this card. You want the viral moment of him talking shit. Bo Nickel, guaranteed to be on this card. Similar to Sean O'Malley. Bo Nickel is too much of a big American star. And the UFC is struggling with American stars. Especially with the fights they booked before the White House. There's going to be a lot of big American stars that won't be ready for this White House card. Like Sean Strickland. He just fought Anthony Hernandez. He won't be ready for this card. And there's not many people that are going to give exciting fights. And I think these two will brawl for the White House. I think they'll throw down. And I think Bo Nickel would probably come out on top on this card. And there you go. He would be in the rankings. So it's beneficial for the United States. And it's beneficial for Dana White having a star in the rankings. Moving on to now my first fight. My first title fight. Amanda Nunes versus Kayla Harrison. She's the only American champion. Undisputed champion, that is. Because Justin is an American. This has to be on the card. This fight was canceled in January because of neck injury due to Kayla. I think Kayla will be ready for July. I think Amanda Nunes is ready for July. You have to have this fight on the card since Kayla is the only undisputed American champion. And, I mean, it would be a boring fight. Initially, in my notes, in my notepad, I was writing down these fights. I had no Russians and I had no women. Because I don't think Donald Trump would want women on the card to bore up the card. But I think you kind of have to have a woman on this card because she is the champion. She's the best women's fighter in the entire UFC. She's dominant, and I think she would run through Amanda Nunes. I think she would hold down Amanda Nunes for 15 or 25 minutes. And I think we'd get an American champion celebration. So this is my first fight. I don't want to see it. I think Kayla would come out on top, though. And they do want that. So, moving on to my feature fight. Conor McGregor versus the American Michael Chandler. Magic Mike versus Cocaine Bear. Conor McGregor has to be on this card. If they want this fight to be the biggest, if they want this fight card to be the biggest fight card of all time, you need Conor McGregor. He's stated numerous times he wants to be on this card. He needs to be on this card. Michael Chandler is obviously the most American fucking person. He always shouts out America. He's always an incredibly fun fight. You know he won't wrestle. He'll stand and bang. He will either knock out Conor McGregor or he will get knocked out by Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is the biggest star in the entire UFC, regardless of if he fights or not. He's in fight shape. He's looking like he's mentally ready. He's looking physically better he's in the testing pool, so he can make this fight. He wants it. Michael Chandler wants it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I think Conor McGregor will take it seriously. I think Michael Chandler would take it seriously. And I think we get an all-time fight between these two. And I think we get a Conor McGregor knockout. Yes, I heard the rumors that Dana White said Conor McGregor won't be on this fight card. He'll be on International Fight Week. I just don't believe it. I believe if you're going to do this card, you want Conor McGregor on it to promote it. You want this fight to be the biggest thing of all time. Yes, Conor McGregor is not American, but he's Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor surpasses America. He is just the biggest star in the UFC. You obviously have Michael Chandler. If you're the United States, you want Michael Chandler to win, and it's a very winnable fight for Michael Chandler. So throw it up. If Michael Chandler gets brutally knocked out, you have a Conor McGregor post-fight interview, and if Michael Chandler chins Conor McGregor, you have one of the biggest UFC stars of all time getting knocked out by an American. What the fuck's that noise? Anyways, going on to my co-main event. Ilia Topuria defending his light heavyweight or his lightweight title against the interim lightweight champion in Justin Gaethje. Now this is almost a 100% confirm. Justin Gaethje is one of the most entertaining fighters of all time. Ilia Topuria is one of the most dominant, one of the best boxers, and he is currently the championship. Everything lined up so perfectly for this to main or co-main or main event the White House. It makes total sense. Ilia's outside distractions with his wife and the court problems, they've all been solved. Ilia says he's hungry to get in the ring again. Justin Gaethje, again, another brazen American who supports Donald Trump and has a championship. It makes complete sense to put this on the card. There's no reason why you wouldn't put it on the card. Unless you don't want Ilia Topuria knocking out Justin Gaethje on the White House lawn, a European knocking out an American directly in the middle of the White House lawn, which will probably happen because Justin Gaethje is not very defensively sound, and Ilia capitalizes on that very well, and he has incredible power. But Justin Gaethje could win it. He could make it gritty. He could outlast Ilia. He could do it, but I don't see it. But I think this is the co-main event. And most people have probably predicted it by now if you're watching this video, and this is the co-main. I think we all know what the main event is. Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones for the vacated heavyweight strap. Alex Pereira going up 3 divisions, trying to make history, becoming the first ever 3-division champion in the UFC. Jon Jones, an American, defending the country against a Brazilian. Jon Jones is obviously one of the biggest stars in the UFC. He's an American. Why not have this as the main event? Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones. One of the biggest fights you could make in the entire UFC. Probably in the history of the UFC. The biggest fight. Alex Pereira is an undeniable superstar. Jon Jones is an undeniable superstar. Both of them have a lot of ways to win. Alex Pereira is a much better striker. Jon Jones could utilize his wrestling. You want an American for a title in the main event, and this is the most reasonable American to be in the main event. Jon Jones, obviously, he could jump in. He could submit Alex Pereira, and then that's a great ending to the White House card. The only thing is, Dana White does not want Jon Jones on this card because of how unreliable Jon Jones is, so they might not give it to him, but I think you roll the dice. If Jon Jones pulls out, you have Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje as the main event. Or you could boost up Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler as the main event. But I do believe they want an American standing tall at the end of this event, and I believe this gives them the best opportunity. So if you guys disagree, if you guys have other fights in mind for this card, please comment them below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.